after our workout. Love doing that. And so we're gonna talk about a little bit today about how the script has flipped. And is it a buyer's or seller's market? But before we dive into that, I wanted to show you guys a few things. And so actually, I just got off the phone with several buyers coming to the town this weekend. So we are excited. That's why I'm dressed up, showing some property today. First impression is important. But everyone thinks Durango's market is slowing down, but something wild just flipped last month. And if you're a buyer, this changes everything. Okay. We also have the ability, if you're looking to find the right property and you find the right property, we have the ability to make you into a cash buyer right now. And you don't have to sell your property first. We can give you the cash, close on the other deal, and then sell your other property. So if that sounds interesting to you, just let us know, and we can help you out there. So I'm actually live on the wrong channel on my Instagram. So let me end this and go back to my other one. And now, no, we're not going to share it. Discard video. All right, cool. Let me flip it here as you guys patiently wait on the other side. Okay. All right. Hey, we are live. Welcome to what's happening in Durango. Super excited to be sharing what's happening in the marketplace. I'm dressed up today. We're doing some showings today and through the weekend. First impressions are important, so you want to dress to impress. Got my cowboy boots on. All the good stuff, right? You get to become all things to all people. So Durango real estate, is the market cooling off, or are we just warming up for buyers, right? So here's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of contingent. Almost everything that went under contract this week has been contingent on them selling another property, right? So that's probably a lot of people out there. And if you're considering selling, or if you got to feel like, hey, I got to sell mine before I buy, that can be kind of hard because the market is a little slower. So you're dependent on somebody else. So we're in a contingent market. If you want to become a cash buyer and have leverage right now, we can help you do that. We can help you literally become a cash buyer and in the matter of seconds, and be able to close on another house in 3 weeks with cash, and probably for less because you can negotiate more, and then have more time to sell your house and not feel the pressure of that. So if that's interesting to you, just go ahead and DM me. You can say, hey, I'm interested in becoming a cash buyer right now, and we can help you do that. So why did the house apply for a loan? Because it wanted to be a little more secure. All right, that's funny. Why do real estate agents love open houses? Free cookies every time without fail, which is also kind of funny. So, anyways, hope you guys are having a great week. Gosh, I got all these calls coming in. And you guys are going to have an even better weekend. Don't forget that the farmers market starts this weekend. They also have the art festival this evening in Durango. Don't want to forget about those things. So average listings have jumped to 236 total listings. That's a 47.5% increase in 1 month. So homes, I mean, that happens every year coming into selling season in Durango. Average days on market are about 106 compared to the last year's 334 days average, right? So that's a scary thing because 70% of real estate agents did 0 deals last year. And that fact is coming from Curtis, the president of Red X, and he works with thousands of real estate agents across the country. So there's a lot of transition in the world, but there's also a lot of new blood coming in. And if you're a new agent, there's a ton of opportunity, man. My first year in real estate, we did really well. I sold the house out in Bayfield on 35 acres, and now we're selling the house across the way, 5 years later. And I'm only 5 years in, but the reason why for the success is because I've taken massive action. So currently, it's really important to understand the market, right? You want to be able to, as a buyer, you have to understand your leveraging in negotiation, how to do that. And if you're selling, you have to understand how to leverage yourself and remove objections from any buyers coming in. And some of that is being priced right. pre-inspections, and first impressions, right? Just like you want to have a good first impression on people that you meet, same with your house. Your house that has to have that first, good impression. And so we have a free checklist for you. If you want that, just DM me checklist, and we'll give you that checklist for free to be able to, whether you're working with us or not, to be able to make your house really stand out and pop for that first impression. So I do want to highlight a property today out in Bayfield. It is a great property on 8 acres. Let me go ahead and share my screen here so you guys can check that out. Share screen. Boom. All right. Okay, we are shared. Let's start from the beginning. So this is a great property with some awesome views of the La Platas. It's on 8 acres. It's pretty sweet. It is next to the road, but that's nice for snow removal, stuff like that. It's got water rights, all the things. It's got a little studio that you can rent out. It's got 5 acres that you can really have a nice hay crap. This is the best thing about going live, is that you're going to mess up words. There's so much AI stuff out there, and we're using a lot of it. But people also want things to be real. And so I'm going to stumble over my words. I just am. And that's going to happen. So if you want to hay crap this year, just let me know. But it's on 7.83 acres, over 3,100 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, a cozy fireplace, sunroom filled with natural light, and a kitchen that is perfect for gathering for families and hosting guests, right? But really what makes this house unique is the greenhouse, a barn, and a guest house. Whether you're dreaming of a hobby farm, multi-generational living, or a place to bring in Airbnb income, this has options. It's rural with the modern convenience, septic well, propane, and yes, high-speed internet. You can live off the grid, but still stream Netflix. So almost anyone can stream Netflix, even if you're on top of the Platas now with our, our friend, what's his name? Elon, Elon Musk. I have a friend who's in business, and I'm like, yeah, let me introduce you to Elon. They're like, Elon? No, they don't say that. They're like, it's not. I'm like, no. Anyways, one day me and Elon Musk will meet. So here's the bottom line, guys. This property is great. You don't want to miss it. The price per square foot is $293. Pretty good for the acreage and the water rights. And here's the best thing about this property. They're offering $50,000 off the price. So it's listed at $929, and they're already giving you a $50,000 seller credit because they believe that there's just some updates that you would like to be done in the house, and they don't want to do it. They're just at that space in their life where they're like, we don't really want to do that. So you guys can do it, and you can make it your own. So having a $50,000 credit is a nice thing. So that's what I got for you guys for what's happening in Durango. Enjoy your guys' weekend. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Spend time with the people you love the most and enjoy it. And we'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Be blessed. Be blessed.